What rights men have that women currently do not have?
Oh.
Some rights that men have that women do not currently have.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hunter, you should. Oh, what? You probably got one off the top of your head. Say it.
I can say for definitely the corporate world, I feel like a lot of women don't stand up to the superior of like what men make.
I actually disagree with that.
I mean, how can you disagree?
I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole entire agency that I work for is the whole higher levels is all women, corporate, all women. And I respect it, and that's one of the reasons why I like the agency I work for as well. The women I definitely feel like are moving up in the world, and they are actually getting better positions in this world. It's not just men. You do see more women cops. You do see women firefighters. You see all of this. Like back in the day, that was so. You see women in the military. You see what I'm saying? Back in the day, you didn't see that. You see a lot of women that are on the top heads part of these agencies and corporate world. So I don't agree with that.
No, it makes sense. Makes sense. That's just one that I kind of thought about, but I know it's 2026 now, so things are changing.
Let's go with you.
I can't say that there is any rights written down legally or whatnot that men and women that I could say, oh, why don't I have that? But I could say that us saying that, oh, it's equal is not treated the same. I don't think that necessarily we get the respect of that fact that yes, you both have the same rights there, but maybe let me try to undermine the ladies a little bit. I think that could be the case in some cases.
You got an example?
An example could be in the workplace. Even
like how in a workplace? What do you mean?
I'll say for rights, because I want to be as factual as I possibly can with the knowledge that I do have. Our freedom of press. Let's say press and news and things like that. I think even in there.
What do you mean by freedom? Women aren't equal and have the same rights as far as freedom of press. What do you mean?
Meaning career and where they work, for instance, in news things, casting, etc. like that.
Newscasting. Okay. So
things of that
employment.
nature. Yeah.
Well, okay.
I think there are cases where that it can be undermined. Whether someone may know, they have the same rights, but I may favor this man or I may favor the woman. It could go either way.
And what is that right? Name it. That this favoritism right. Like what is it? Why?
The right to equal pay. We work the same job. I do the same exact work as you, but maybe because my boss is a man, maybe I'll offer you extra shifts because
so you're talking about the wage
man.
gap, like a wage gap.
Yeah.
The wage gap is just a myth. It's been debunked many times. There's no such thing as a wage gap. We currently do not have any wage gap in America. So that's just a lie. If there was a system in place where companies could pay women less, but still
or opportunity
have them do the
forget pay too, like opportunity. Okay,
no
promotion.
Women still have the same opportunity.
I just don't take the opportunity.
Distinction is this, right? Women get paid. Women currently right now, they're really not getting paid less, but there is differences as far as the pay because of the jobs. Women choose to go into career fields, nursing, secretary work, therapist work. So women like to go into fields that deal with people, and it just so happens to be in our economy, pay less. Men, we tend to go into fields that deal with, things like math, technology, engineering and math, and those career fields just pay more. So women get paid less because they choose to go into career fields that pay less. It's not that we have a system that's blocking women from going into certain career fields.
I'm going to disagree.
Okay, what system do we have to block women?
Well, say like if I were going to go into a job like yours, like say what all the job categories that you said that men do, how can we figure out that? Like say you're working as a doctor, right? You're like an MD, you got a PhD, you got an MD, got all the degrees. I have the same degrees as you, but I get paid less than you.
Yeah, women tend to get paid less. Normally, when people get paid less and they have the same career field
and same experience,
it's because they negotiate things less. Not only that, the same experience that they can have, but how long has one, like, you got to take into account everything. You're just like throwing stuff at the wall to see if it lands right now. I'm simply saying this. Women get paid less because of choice. You get what I'm saying? They choose to go into career fields that just pay less. And also, women don't negotiate for higher wages. Men tend to negotiate. Men tend to not be satisfied getting paid this amount. So they talk to the manager. They go to HR.
I don't even. Yeah,
so
that's
let me finish speaking. You're looking at it from an anecdotal perspective. We're speaking in general, ladies. So you have to learn how to switch the conversation for the time of need.
I understand.
Got it. Speaking. So generally speaking, men tend to negotiate for a higher wage. Women they don't negotiate for a higher wage. So that's one thing. Also, women choose to go into career fields that just pay less. Also, the other thing is most of these companies, the government incentivizes these companies to hire women because of things like DEI and back in the day, a few years ago, affirmative action, where they were trying to make these jobs more equal, more egalitarian, to get more women into these certain positions.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So as a man, what is a man's like main role in, like, what's your main role as a man?
That's
what?
a good question. That's a good question.
As a husband.
To protect and provide.
To provide. Okay. So that came out of your mouth. So as a woman, why is, like, you're saying that women, generally speaking, take lesser paying jobs. But why? Because we're supposed to be secure with our man to provide for us. You see what I'm saying?
Damn. I don't know what you're saying. You're actually proving my point.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like, personally, I don't agree with that. My point here is like,
yeah, no, you're
he's
proving
saying the
my
lesser
point.
paying jobs like teachers, or he's saying those
Proving my
lesser
point.
paying jobs like things like that is what he's saying. But that's what he means, not as in like they're taking jobs that are paying that, like it's not quality.
No,
it's
tell
a quality
her how,
job.
No, this is what I'm saying. You're
job.
proving my point. The reason why women make less is because women have a natural propensity, it's in their nature, to go towards certain things that deal with people. And the type of jobs that deal with people is daycares, nursing, therapists, social work. And those secretaries, those jobs
Don't pay well.
just happen to pay less because those jobs do not help maintain the infrastructure of
Society.
the country.
Right.
someone has
You
to
get
do it, right?
So listen. So what I'm saying is, men, we have a natural propensity to create and go into career fields that deal with things. So we get into things like science, technology, engineering, and math. And those jobs actually help maintain the infrastructure of our country. So it's a higher pay rate. So women get paid less because they choose to go into certain career fields that just pay less. And they don't want to negotiate for a higher rate.
On this because I work in finance.
And I hear that as a point. I want to back to the main question, and that point there is for the rights as far as men and women. I think yes, you can say they're equal, and maybe I live in a clouded mind. Like I want the world to be perfect and everybody think everybody is all good and dandy, but no, I still think there are people out here with the mindset that, oh, because she's a woman, she doesn't deserve this equal right. That doesn't mean they have the power to change that right.
But men and women aren't equal anyway. So we're simply saying currently right now it's not equal because men have to sign up for selective service, which is enter the draft, and women don't have to. So this is something that men have to do. We're obligated to protect the country, but women do not have any obligations. And you just said something. You said, well, what are men on the planet here to do? Like, what's your job? What's your duty in a relationship? Protect and provide. What is I would say that that's in a relationship and in like on a societal level as well. Now, let me ask you, what's the woman's duty in society?
You already asked this question before, and you personally think that it's a women's duty to just have children. Like,
no, I'm asking you, what is it? What's women's duty?
It's also to provide as well. We
No.
provide our kids.
Men,
Like, you just see what I'm saying?
no. If men, why would, okay, let me ask you this.
And protect.
If it's the case, now these duties can be interchangeable, but if it's what duty do women have that men can't do to the same degree?
I could ask you the same question.
Nurturing.
I think men and women can basically do the same things.
No,
they
I'm
can't.
not asking you
Not
that. I'm asking
physically,
you
obviously,
what
right?
duty can women do that men can't do?
Oh, okay. So you want me to say to have children?
That's something that we can't do,
Right.
right? Men can't
Okay.
do. So when I'm asking you what is women's duties in society, if there's only two sexes, male and female, the man is doing his duty because we're safe, the electric is on, the grids are working, the highways are still being paved, houses are still being built. Men are maintaining the infrastructure and keeping us safe in this society, but currently right now, we are below replacement level for our population. It's supposed to be 2.7 babies per woman, but currently we're at 1.6 babies per woman because women aren't having children,
Women are
and they're
more
waiting into their later years to have children. So which means that women aren't doing their duty, but men are.
No. Women are having children later in life because back in the day, it would be normal for women to have their kids, sometimes in late teens, 20s. Nowadays, women are more successful, so they're waiting. Do you have these women in their 30s who literally took their whole entire 20s career driven? Now women are making more money, like I said before, than men because of this reason. So now you have women in their 30s that literally, they have everything they need. They have their own home, they have their own job, a career, they have everything that they need.
But
the only thing that they want is a man. I'm still
effect
speaking.
of this.
So I'm going to still speak.
Yeah, no, but
So
you're not understanding
yes,
what
I
I'm
am.
saying.
Yes, I am.
You're just proving my point even further by saying that women are they're picking their career and their education over a family and their man.
They're not picking it. They're just
that's what they're picking.
switching the timeline.
That's what they're prioritizing. They're prioritizing their
Yes,
career
because-
and education
No,
over family and a man. And the
course.
side effects,
they want to feel secure.
the effects of this is currently we are below replacement level for our population. Now, do you think that that's a good thing or a bad thing? If we can't replace
You're
our...
in the middle of me trying to talk. But anyways,
No. I'm asking you, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I didn't even finish what I was saying before, though.
What you were saying before was just proving what I was saying.
No, I wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. You need to learn how to have a conversation and not just make up a conversation out of nowhere and prove my point.
I don't want my viewpoints.
I know your viewpoint proved the point that I was just making. You went on to speak about why women are choosing a career over a family. We know why. We already get that.
No, you asked me
I'm
why
speaking about the
why are
side
women having
effects
kids
in
later
women's...
in life, and I told you why.
I'm speaking about the side effects in women not doing their duties. So my question for you is, well, what is women's duties in society? What are women's duties in society?
In society, I mean, like I said, it's the same exact things.
What?
You're gonna live. You're gonna work. You're gonna provide, protect.
You're listing all of the duties that men are currently doing,
Right.
and life is great. But currently,
women can do the same thing.
Stop it. But currently, right now, we are below replacement level for our population. We can't sustain our current country if we don't have babies.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not
so
saying
is that
not
a
have
bad?
babies.
Is
I'm
that
not
a?
saying
Oh,
that.
is that
But
a
she didn't
bad
say it,
thing
though.
or a good thing?
That we're not having babies. I mean, it could go both ways, I guess.
Okay, so then America just shouldn't
Maybe y'all
exist.
aren't doing good enough to make women feel secure.
No,
that they can have
stop
a million
it.
kids.
You
know
just
what I'm
keep
saying?
speaking, but you're not answering a question. Women not having children
Okay.
and us, and the side effect of that, we can't replace our own population level.
Okay.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You want me to say it's a bad thing? Okay.
No, I want you to answer the question whether if it's good or bad. I don't just choose which one.
I just said it depends. Like,
Depending on, okay, what does it depend on?
so you keep asking me these different questions. You said, what
No, it's always been the same question.
it's not.
It's been the same. What are women's duties in society? You didn't answer it. You're just saying the same things men are doing in society.
Women and men don't have different duties. It's the same
Listen,
thing. Like,
you're
nowadays.
just saying everything a man is doing, women should do too.
Sure.
That isn't a duty if we're doing the same thing, but one thing that women can do that men can't do is affecting our population.
But look at us, though. We're better than y'all. We could do shit that y'all
No,
can't.
wouldn't you say that that's their duty
Sure. Yes.
to have babies?
Essentially, right? Okay.
Wait, what you talking about? Essentially, if a man can't have a
Essentially,
duty.
yes.
Okay.
That's your
Okay,
answer.
no. Essentially, yes.
Yes.
But let me make a hypothetical question here. If we living in the house, right? Now, I can't hear.
Okay.
Not me. Let's just say you living in the house with your man.
Okay.
Hypothetically, your man is deaf. He can't hear.
Okay.
You the only one in the house with ears,
Okay.
right? Wouldn't you say one of your duties would be, it would be like if a fire alarm goes off in a house, well, that's going to be you to go ahead and check on that and do those things.
Before it depends.
So real quick, listen. So you have your ears, he doesn't have his. Certain things he can't hear, and this is going to affect the roles within the household, right? Because he's missing his ears, you got yours. We're simply saying men can't have babies, but women can.
Okay.
So if our population is in decline, why wouldn't that be a duty for women to do?
So then why do we need men? If women can have babies, and men can't.
Also, you can have babies without men.
That's my point.
You
so
can?
why do women need men?
So you can have kids
Why
without
do
a
women
man.
need men?
So you could have.
If we could do everything that you could do, except actually, we could do everything you could do.
So you could have-
plus make babies.
You have a son. How did you have that son?
Well,
Exactly.
I wanted to have.
On to the next question.
And it's
That's
not
irrelevant.
Women can do most of the things men
Everything
can
y'all
do,
can do, plus have
but
babies.
not to the same degree. You can't do
fine.
it to the same
And that's
capacity. So like protecting the country, if it was all women in the military,
Yeah, we'd be
we'll
screwed.
be taken over by China, Russia.
we got you.
We would become a third world country
I don't
like
think so.
overnight.
I don't think so.
No, that is the truth because women do not have the same physical capacity that men have, so
that's a
we
true
would be
statement.
destroyed.
No, I
can barely-
So, real quick, I'm
What?
simply saying this, ladies. Yeah, women can do the things that men can do, but they can't do it to the same capacity. So, therefore, you really can't do our duties and maintain our current infrastructure that we have now. That is the truth. So, you can't do it to maintain our current
So
infrastructure.
that's the only example you have? Fighting for the country. That's the only
No,
example that you
that's
think that
offshore drilling. Women can't do that.
Drilling?
I'm about to do every single thing
That's
that
what
you're
I'm
naming
saying.
right
like,
now.
I don't understand why
Yeah,
you're
no,
downplaying
no,
all
they
women
can't-
right now. Not all, maybe there's a majority.
You
but
can't
whatever.
do it to the same capacity.
Do it better.
That's
There's-
what I'm saying. You
There's
can't.
jobs
you
that
can't do
men
it.
do that require literally
Physical-
strength.
you can't do roofing because women can't regulate their heat in certain temperatures like men can. So women roofers, you can do it, but not to the same capacity. You would need more breaks.
But you still can do it.
You can't work
but
as
you still
long.
can do it.
Not to maintain our current infrastructure. If women truly, no, you can't do it because you're different. You don't have the same
We are
biology
different.
that men
That's
have.
correct. But
so
we would do it our
therefore,
way and we would be very happy with it.
but our
It would still
infrastructure
work.
would collapse.
Still gets done.
Nah,
Still gets
we'd be
done.
good.
It wouldn't collapse.
No, it would collapse. It'd be
my
It
over.
would just be a
We'll be
different
good.
norm. Like nowadays, people expect things to be a certain.
So that
way-
means it
done
would
a certain way
change. It
because
would
it's
collapse.
been
That
done.
means it would change.
No, it wouldn't. It would change. It wouldn't collapse.
No,
It's
it
different.
would collapse
Again, it's a
because
difference. You need to fix your words.
no, it would collapse from what we have. So what are you speaking about? What we currently have.
It wouldn't collapse. It would change.
What
Might
we
be better.
it would
might even be
collapse
better.
from what we currently have.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't collapse.
It would not
change.
collapse from what we currently have.
No.
Okay, so if there's a huge degree of change, you wouldn't call that a collapse from what we currently have?
Every change you think that happens in the world is negative and it collapses? No. Some
Well,
changes
yeah,
could
let's
be
speak
for the
about
better.
one. Let's just say trucking. This men that's doing trucking, they're driving across country, moving goods from this place to that place. Women can't do those jobs to the same capacity that men can do. Let's talk about offshore drilling and things of that sort. You're picking up big things and switching and working with big machines and things like that. That
don't
takes
think-
heavy. Stop it. That takes heavy lifting. I'm saying that women can do it, but not to the same capacity. So therefore, we wouldn't have as many goods.
fine.
Listen, we wouldn't have as many goods shipped across country. We wouldn't have the oil that we need. So no, we wouldn't have as much of it because you can't do it to the same capacity. So therefore, our economy would collapse from where we are currently at. This is true.
I don't agree.
You cannot
Yeah, like,
argue with this.
I understand where you're going with that. I really
You
do.
not understand
I
where I'm going
respect
with it. You just
But
been
again,
refuted.
Wrong analogy. like,
It's not. What are you talking about?
Like-
I gave examples.
no, right. That's not a good example because
It wasn't an analogy.
Again, I understand where you're going, but it's just not. That's just not how it works. Because
How doesn't it not work that
just
way?
because it's a change doesn't mean it's going to be a negative thing. Like,
Maybe you
people would
can-
have to adapt to the new way of doing things. Like if women ran the whole entire world, that's the way that women would be doing it.
No, do you know that we are in?
have to adapt.
Do you know that the world is a competition?
Low key, yeah.
Okay, so if we can't maintain our current infrastructure, how it is now,
We don't.
what do you mean that we don't? Currently, right now, men maintain our current infrastructure.
Okay.
Gas is still coming in. The only thing that's changing is the cost of the goods and things like that is changing.
Mm-hmm.
But things are still being shipped across borders. Lights are still on. The grids are still working. The roads are still being paved. Houses are still being built. It's not a group of women building
men?
these houses.
All by men.
It's a group of men that's building these houses. So all I'm saying is this. If roles was reversed and women started doing the jobs that men are currently doing, our economy would collapse overnight.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
And do you think that this would leave us vulnerable to other countries taking us over?
No.
Women.
Okay. All right. Well, then you're living in delusion land.
Yeah, I'll maybe live in delusion land. I like to
guess.
think
You're living
call
in
me a
delusion
feminist,
land.
actually, because I do. I think we could. Do
Oh
it
yeah.
all.
Well, no, we don't. We know that you are. You're a feminist.
we
you're
could
a
do it
feminist,
all, and we could do it better.
and you are also a feminist.
If
All
that
three
was-
of
do
y'all.
it.
if that was-
I'm gonna do it. How about that? Now I'm gonna do
So
it.
why haven't any women have done it?
I'm about to do it. Don't even worry about it.
You're not about to do nothing.
I am.
Relax.
I'm about to. What is?
Let me ask you a question. You said you're from New York, right?
Yes.
You've been on the bus?
Yes.
Most bus drivers, are they men or women?
Oh wait.
That's not a job that
Is
adds.
moving goods across country.
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
No, my point here is like I feel like it's
He said a bus. That's
What do you
driving
mean?
from a 2-mile radius.
No.
Yeah, that is.
No,
what are
2
you talking
miles.
about?
First off, there's 5 boroughs. You're driving around old.
But what we're saying is that job doesn't add to the infrastructure. It doesn't help society keep on going.
My
compared
point here
to
is that people could just do the same job.
No, you don't have a point.
you just talk. At this point, you're just talking.
You just
At this point, you're just talking. Let's go.